Good morning, everyone. It's Shauna, the tax goddess. So yesterday, President Biden signed into law the new American Rescue Plan, the American Rescue Act. This has some significant big numbers in it, specifically for the American public. So figured I would go over some of the really big basics today. And of course, we'll be filming lots of mini videos after this, just talking about each one in detail, as is most appropriate for our fantastic audience. So the very first one, every individual will receive a $1,400 payment. This is $200 higher than the previous payment. This $1,400 payment will also qualify for each and every dependent, even college students, even qualified older relatives like parents, aunts, uncles that you might be taking care of. Now, you cannot be making over $80,000 per year or $160,000 for joint filers. If you're over that number, you will not receive the $140,000 payment. So $140,000. I just wish everybody got $140,000 in payments. $1,400 payment if you're over $80,000 or $160,000. So what you should be looking at here is if you have older relatives, if you have children, does it make sense to have them as dependents on your return? Should they be filing their own returns? There are some tax strategies specifically around this. There are also some special forms, okay? So we have some of the older stimulus payments, and we're not going to go into that in detail on this particular call, but some of the previous stimulus payments, if for whatever reason you couldn't earn it, you were on somebody's return, you didn't receive it, you're a brand new baby, you have a brand new baby, and therefore we're not on the 2019 return. There's tons of stuff about getting the older stimulus payments if you did not actually receive them, but you should have. Definitely reach out to your CPA or a tax strategist if you have questions on that. Now, the next one is the unemployment benefits. They are extending the federal level additional $300 unemployment benefit kicker through September 6th, at least for the time being. Now, this keeps getting extended, right? And my honest opinion is as long as we have COVID and we still have these huge unemployment numbers, we are probably still going to see these unemployment issues. Now, huge, absolutely huge. And I was really hoping that this was going to pass for our fantastic public out there. If you received unemployment benefits, the first $10,200 of unemployment benefits received in 2020, if asterisk, your total household income is under 150, that first 10,200 is not taxable. So if your household income is less than 150 and you received unemployment benefits, the first 10,200 is not taxable. Now, this is going to cause a few problems for those of you that have already filed your 2020 taxes. So if you fall into this category, your income is under 150 for the household, 150,000, and you had unemployment benefits, I highly recommend that you either go back to your CPA or, of course, reach out to us. We'd be happy to help whoever you'd like, but get your tax returns amended tax returns. Now, side note here, this often brings up the question, well, if I file an amended return, is that going to cause an audit? Is that going to cause a problem? No, absolutely not. Filing an amended return does not automatically flag an audit. And especially in this case, the IRS has already released a statement saying they're prepared to receive hundreds of thousands of amended tax returns specifically for this point. So it just goes to one more reason why I would highly recommend that every year you file an extension, okay? Things like this happen all the time where they retroactively change the laws and therefore change your tax return. Now, moving on to number 3, the child tax credit. So the new law significantly enhances the CTC, the child tax credit, and expands it substantially for taxpayers. So this, at the moment, this law is only good for the 2021 tax year. So not 2020, not the year that we're filing taxes for right now, but the 2021 tax year, the year we're in now that we'll be filing in April of 2022. So for starters, the maximum credit has increased from $2,000 up to $3,600, almost double, okay, almost double for kids under the age of 17, and to $3,000 for those that are 17 or older. So basically those that are heading off to college. Now, furthermore, this credit is now 100% refundable, 100% refundable versus in 2020, the $2,000 credit only up to $1,400 was refundable. So there is some significant benefits here and some significant expansions on this. Now, the one thing you should know is this higher credit begins to phase out at the lower income levels. Okay, so basically it begins to phase out at $200,000 for single filers, $400,000 for joint filers, and the phase out on the that's 2020. For 2021, phase out begins at $75,000 and $150,000. So basically your income previously up to $200,000, you would have gotten the credit, now up to $75,000. So your income must be much, much lower to now get this credit. So if your income under the old rules were good, you used to get the child tax credit, but now under the new rules, you're not going to get the child tax credit, you can claim, you can elect is a key term here. You can elect to use the old rules if you're out of those thresholds. So again, guys, this is actually a perfect example, okay? If your CPA is just filling out the forms, they may or may not know this. They may or may not know that you can actually make an election to use the old rules to get yourself the benefit, even if your income happened to be too high in 2021. Okay, so this is why we use a tax strategist, right? This is why you always have both a CPA and a tax strategist on your team to make sure that you're getting every penny that you deserve and that you qualify for. All right. Now, moving on, dependent care credits. This has also gone up. So for generally the maximum, the old rules, $600 for one child, $1,200 for two children. For 2021 only, at the moment, 2021 only, maximum credit is now up to $4,000 per child and $8,000 for more children, right? Two or more children with an AGI of less than 125, adjusted gross income. So again, this is one of those planning things, right? We've got to watch what's going on with your income level to know whether you will or will not qualify for dependent care credits, child care credits. There's all sorts of credits that are in this law. But if you're not planning for your income, right? So here, for example, the AGI limit is 125,000, right? If you go to 125,001, you can potentially lose this credit. Okay, so there are some big things here that can cause you to lose credits or gain credits. If you can find $1 more of deduction, now you get a $4,000 credit per child. Huge. Okay, so this doing income tax planning, right? Even though everybody's income, or not everybody, but many people's income is lower, is significantly important, especially for 2021 under this new plan. Now, as usual, we may see this change, but who knows? All right, at the moment, these are the laws. You guys know I report the laws as they occur, as they're actually signed. So this was all signed into law yesterday by President Biden. Now, another big one, okay, and this one's actually got a really good time frame. So student loan forgiveness. All right, we just filmed another video, I think in the past week or two, talking about a tax strategy to get out of paying debt, get out of paying income tax on forgiven student loan debt. So definitely check out that video as well in our playlist. But this one is huge. If you have public and or private, this is big, and or private student loans, and they are forgiven from 2021 through 2025, through the end of 2025, if the loan gets forgiven, you do not pay tax on the forgiven amount of the loan. Okay, normally you have to pay tax on the forgiven amount of student loans, which if you have a $300,000 loan that gets forgiven, you have to pay tax on $300,000. That's a huge chunk, okay? With this new rule, you do not have to pay tax. So guys, if you're looking for a way to get out of your student loans, all above board, all legal, of course, you're under heavy burden, you can't afford to pay them, going the student loan debt forgiveness route is a really amazingly good option for you anytime now between 2021 and 2025, okay? Flexible spending accounts, okay? We are now increasing the amount, the limits that can be contributed to dependent care FSA, flexible spending accounts, For 2021, an employee can fund the plan with up to $12,500, which is more than the current limit of $5,000, so doubling that current limit. This is really, really good. Again, if you have children, if you're paying dependent care expenses, this is fantastic. So guys, I know a lot of these are related to the individual, but as you guys know, Tax Goddess works with and focuses on business owners, real estate owners, cryptocurrency people, right? People that have some sort of investment generally outside of a strict W-2. These are going to help anyone with a W-2, okay? So if you've got a W-2, absolutely replay this video a couple times. If you have questions, throw questions in the comments down below. Me and the team would be happy to answer, happy to help. But if you have a business, if you have cryptocurrency, if you have real estate properties, this is now, tax planning is now even more important, right? So our example, if you have your income $1 above the limit, you lose out on a $4,000 credit dollar for dollar. So guys, if you have not looked at income tax planning, if you have not looked at our strategic tax coaching program, which is built to reduce your income tax, or of course our Drop My Taxes program, same thing, focused on reducing your income tax, now's the time to go look. Guys, they are giving benefits left, right, and center only in 2021. So if you're going to do something, this is the year to do it. All right. So guys, I will be coming out with way more videos, no doubt. Stay tuned. If you know anybody that doesn't even know what these are, or hasn't heard that the president signed the bill, or doesn't know that there's money coming, we would love some love. Guys, please share our channel. We are trying to hit 1,000 subscribers here at the Tax Goddess YouTube. We want to bring the tax love to everyone else. So we'd love some shares. We'd love some thumbs up. We'd love some love. If you guys want to spread the word about Tax Goddess, we would really appreciate it. It's my passion to help you save as much money as you possibly can and keep that cash in your pocket. Y'all have a great day, and I'll talk to you later. Thanks, guys. Bye.